It's April, and I'm going to attempt to do a book tag. We'll see how it goes, because I tried this once before, and it didn't end so well. But, you know, second time's a charm, right? That's a thing. I was tagged by the brilliant Arthur over at Chapter Select to do the Would You Rather BookTube edition book tag thing. So I will link his video down below in which he tagged me, and so you can check him out. He's awesome. I highly recommend you watch a few of his videos. Probably should subscribe as well, but that's neither here nor there. And then I will also link the original tag video by Ray K Books. So yeah, let's get started. And these are random hand motions that I'm just doing. Would you rather read only trilogies or standalones? Well, after my beautiful rambling confession that I posted a week ago, I think it's safe to tell you guys that I am better with standalones. There's something about having to wait for each new part of a story that my brain just can't handle, because I am one of those people, I have to know everything as quickly as possible, so I just like to marathon trilogies. But you know, if I pick up a book not realizing it's part of a trilogy, it's usually a very sad day for me. I need things wrapped up. That's simple as it is. I don't have the patience for long series, even though I do have a lot of long series. Somehow they still suck me in. But if I had a choice and could only do one or the other, I want standalones. Preferably big, meaty standalones that are like 800 pages. Yeah. Would you rather only read female or male authors? Neither. I want androgynous. Ooh. Or anonymous. I don't want to know the author's, you know, physical being, because sometimes that biases you towards what you're reading, because you know it's coming from a female or a male slant. It's so just coming into a book blind. A lot of times I don't even read the author's name, so I couldn't even tell you if it was male or female. And it only isn't until I am doing reviews like this, or I'm putting them into my statistics for the month of what I've read, that I realize that it was male or female. But I don't want to be stuck with just one. Just one, because then you're stuck in this like mindset. And I'm already a female, so I already have my mindset, so it's interesting to see the male mindset or the androgynous mindset, or you know, just different perspectives. That's the whole point of reading. So if I would have to choose between male or female, I would choose anonymous. I don't know if that was an option, but I chose it. Would you rather shop only at Barnes & Noble or on Amazon? I'm going to continue to go like this, as if the options are presenting themselves. But really, I would choose Amazon. That one's a no-brainer. I do most of my shopping on Amazon anyways. There's something about one-click buy, or, you know, used books on Amazon from Amazon retailers that I just like. I don't really shop at Barnes & Noble, like at all. I'm usually either Amazon, or I'm going to library book sales, or I'm going to Goodwill or garage sales. I like my books used. Unless they're just released, then I like them new. Plus gift cards. I like gift cards to Amazon. They don't last very long. But yeah, I think that was enough of an answer. I'm moving on now. Would you rather all books were turned into movies or TV shows? Honestly, okay, I'm not going to give a cop-out answer like I did for the authors. I would prefer movies. Mainly because if I don't like them, it's over in one setting, and it isn't lingering around for a conclusion for a third of the year. But see, and then TV shows will give you some depth, but the problem with me, I have this weird, I don't like people trouble messing with my storylines. I am one of those hardcore, if you're making new things, I don't care if you run with the storyline that's already there and don't break canon, but as soon as you break canon, you are on my blacklist. So I don't know why this is, but I'm that way. So usually I don't really have much luck in either movie or TV shows, but at least with movies, I sit there for 2 hours and it's done. But TV shows, I'd have to sit there and watch previews for it for now until eternity. I don't know. These questions. Would you rather read 5 pages a day or 5 books a week? I think you guys know the answer to this one. I would rather read 5 books a week. I like them coming in, mushing themselves in my brain. Yeah, that seems like a no-brainer. I mean, I want it. I want all the knowledge in my brain. I want to see how much I can stuff up into this little noggin of mine. I don't know if it's going to be much. But, yeah. Would you rather be a professional reviewer or an author? I have a confession to make. I can't spell or do grammar. I can't do it. It's not in my skill set. So I would be a very, very, very poor writer. And I don't have the patience to sit there and plot out what is going to happen to these characters that I develop, or even develop characters. So we're going to go with reviewer, mainly because I love to read, and obviously I like to talk about books on occasion, maybe just a little bit, and to get paid for that, I'm okay with some extra money. Who's going to say no to that? So reviewer. Guys, you really don't want me writing. I give props to anybody who can write, and I want to read your stuff. I don't care what it's about. Just put words in front of me and I will devour them. Either only read your 20 favorite books over and over again, or always have to read new books that you haven't read before. I like going back to my favorites. There's something warm and mushy about them. I just described a book as warm and mushy. There's a reason I gravitate towards fairy tale retellings. It's because they're these stories, and even if they're told like in slightly different perspectives, they're most of the time the same story, and I like that. I like rereading and revisiting characters and worlds and things like that. But given the choice, if it has to be one or the other, I would choose the new books. Because A, I can always find new retellings, and B, I can always come up with a way to, recreate the story in my brain. If it was really good, I should remember it, and maybe I can just sit and meditate and pretend like the book's in front of me. That would be kind of like rereading. Yeah. Would you rather be a librarian or a bookseller? Okay, so my answer would have to be a bookseller. Don't get me wrong, librarians are amazing and they can point you in the right direction where I'm usually wandering around in circles a lot of the time. But something about owning and being your own boss and being able to do what you want to do and stock up your bookstore how you want to stock it up, and maybe have coffee in a coffee shop and that whole atmosphere. But the main reason I would love to own a bookstore would be coming this way right now. Is this little face. Because you hear about, oh, she's not going to stay very long, mainly because my hands are so cold. It's hard being naked all the time. But just to be able to have my cats at work and, other people enjoying cats and books because they go together. Maybe this one will stay with me longer. Yeah. She's more chill right now, sort of. Okay, she's gonna go now. They don't want to hang out. Understandable. And now they're crying. But cats and books, they go together, you know, like two things that go together. I'm out of things in my brain right now. Just the fact of owning your own bookstore and having cats, and yeah, and then I wouldn't have to go to work without them. It'd be good. Yep. Would you rather only read your favorite genre or read every genre except for your favorite? What's my favorite genre? I probably should answer that question first. I mean, define genre. Because I like the fantasy, I like the supernatural, I like the sci-fi, I like all of that. I don't know which one's my favorite. And I don't know if I can get by with not reading my favorite kind of books. I know I should, you know, be awesome and be like, I'm going to expand my horizons and allow other things to come into my hemisphere of knowledge and enjoy the wonderful words by authors I have yet to discover, because I'm not going to shoehorn myself into a box. Guess what? I'm going to shoehorn myself into a box. I'm going to choose my favorite genre because it's my favorite for a reason. Plus, I don't want to lose any of these. Would you rather only read physical books or ebooks? Okay, so that's the last time you're going to see me go like this. Because it's something about the would you rather questions. Would I rather do physical or ebooks? This is another one of those probably simple questions for me. I'd rather do ebooks. I love the tactile nature of physical books and the smell of physical books and just being able to cuddle physical books. But I also spent most of my childhood growing up as the internet was growing up. And so me and the internet grew up in tandem, at least the World Wide Web part of the internet. And so reading electronically is not that difficult for me, and I've spent a lot of time doing it. And the fact that I don't have to get my butt off the couch to pick up a book because my phone is sitting next to me, and if I finish that part of a series or that book by an author and I can just hit the one click buy and get the next one, I don't want to give that up. So yes, I would say goodbye to all this beautifulness and just do but I just think there's so much more that you can accomplish in ebook too, because a lot of books, especially by indie authors, they don't print physically unless they've got so many readers, and you would cut all, and okay, so yes, I would do ebooks. That's just it, simple fact. So that was the Would You Rather book tag. I don't know how I feel about my answers. I don't know how you feel about my answers. I would love to hear some of your guys' answers. So if you want to do this video or this tag or this thing, I don't even know what I'm doing right now, you should do it and link it down below and let me know. But I am going to tag Rihanna at the little library because I want to know her answers. And I'm also going to tag Sammy at Sammy the Barefoot Ramble. And lastly, Caitlin over at Book Chats, because they're all amazing people. You actually are all beautiful and amazing, and I want to know your answers. So if you don't want to do a video, just tell me down below. I heart your beautiful faces. Bye! Oh, I'm so hungry. I want food. Being able to cuddle, fiddle, and just being able to cuddle, fiddle, and just being able to cuddle, fiddle, I can't get it out. It won't come out.